Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. I'm gonna get right into it. I start with some moisturizer. I didn't show that, but this is just the eye cream. This is Kiehl's avocado eye cream. I love it. It's amazing. Put that under her eyes, and next we are going to prime the lid with MAC's Painterly
1,
Paint
2,
Pot.
3. Is this thing on?
You don't need to use this. You can just use a concealer if that's all you have, or even foundations are good. So we're going to do that on both eyes, and then after I cover the lids, I'm going to go in with like a cream shade shadow over it, just to set it and make sure that it's good to go for the eyeshadow. I'll show that. I'm going to be using the Tartelette Pro palette. Here we go, and this is a Morphe brush. I'll link them all below. I love this brush so much. And once I'm done with that, I think I'm going to go in with some browns, start to build my crease up. And I'm still using that Tartelette Pro palette. I love the neutrals in that. And I will link those below, like I said. But I start light and then I build it up to get the intensity that I want for the crease. And then I keep blending and blending and blending. And yeah, I love this eye look because it's so nice on every type of eye color. It just complements and makes your eyes pop. So I love doing it on my clients. I'm going to go deepen up the crease a little bit more with a darker brown. Keep building it up and blending it out. This is another Morphe brush. I love their brushes. They're so affordable, but they're so good. So good. And next, I am going to be using a denser brush on the outer V with an even darker brown and blending it out above the crease and in that same area. Blend. Next, I'm actually going to go back in with that Painterly Paint Pot on top of the lid just to get that whiteness back. And then I'm going to go in with the Morphe palette. I'll link that below as well. And the shimmery shade. You can use any shimmery shade. It's like a white frosty shade. And then I'll blend it out. Don't worry if you get any fallout. That's why I do the eyes first, so that you can clean that up before you start the face. And I love using my fingers just because it makes the color pop and it keeps the pigment. Sometimes when you use a brush, it just doesn't have the same effect. So you go in with the Q-tip, you can use a makeup wipe depending on how much fallout you have. And yeah. Next, I'm going with Makeup Revolution eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. It's so black and shiny, and it stays on for a very long time, which is great. You can get it at Ulta. And I also love the rose gold packaging. It's super cute. Super cute, but any eyeliner will do. There's some great NYX ones and Wet n Wild even, and then there's a Stila one that I also love. So just make sure that you get the desired wing size that you want on both eyes and that they match up. Once I have that wing, I'm going to go back in with a smaller define brush and start defining that outer V again and blending and blending. And I'm using an Eco Tools brush. I love Eco Tools. Oh my god, I can't speak. Eco Tools brushes. And I also love Real Technique, so I'll link the ones that I've used so far down below, as well as some Morphe ones. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a black shadow and I'm going to go over the liner that I did. I couldn't show much of that because I was blocking the camera, but I smudged out the liquid liner with some black eyeshadow with like a definer brush. Now I am just going back underneath the brow bone with some cream shadow And I think I'm gonna go in, yeah, we're gonna do the brows, girl. She's got a really nice brow. So I really just went into fill in sparse areas, nothing crazy. I don't like a heavy brow. I think it distracts from the whole makeup look. So I like it to look natural and just, you know, delicate. So I do brush-like strokes. I love this brush. It's from IT Cosmetics. It has a spoolie on the other side, so it really makes it easy to blend out the brows. I just do a nice little line underneath to make it look sharp, but nothing too heavy. And keep using that spoolie to blend it out. That's very importante. After the brows, I'm going to go in with some primer. This is Makeup Forever primer. I will link it below. You don't have to do this step, but I just decided to because she's a little bit oily, she said. So I wanted to last all night and make sure that it didn't get, you know, oily. Alright, now we're going on to the foundation. I'm using Makeup Forever HD liquid foundation, which I love to use on clients. I just love the finish of it. It's nice and fresh and natural looking. I like to use 2 colors for foundation to make it look more like actual skin. I don't like when it's so like opaque and white. I just feel like you look like an actual piece of paper. You need to add some dimension. So I believe I mixed in Y218 and then Y220. I'll link them all below for you. And then I go in with a Real Technique sponge after using a brush just to place the foundation. This gives it more of a natural finish. I guess I'm funny. Blend it out. I do not like a cakey face. I hate it. I hate it. My main goal when I'm doing makeup is to make sure that my clients still look like themselves and they're not wearing a mask. So I try to use a good amount of product to cover, but I don't want to overdo it. I want it to look nice and natural, au natural. Bring it down the neck. This is also very important so you don't have a line and look like you're wearing a mask. As you can see, I go back in with the brush just to go over any parts that I feel need more foundation. And then I will go back in with the sponge. So I guess it didn't show me applying the concealer, or I was blocking the screen again. So I used the Shape Tape Tarte Concealer to go in and highlight parts of the face. Nothing crazy here. I did under the eyes to conceal, and then I used the LA Colors Toffee stick. I will link that below, to contour the face. And then I blend out with a sponge, and then I go back in with the brush to buff it out and blend it out some more to make sure you can see the contour and the highlight. And this is another Real Techniques brush that I love. I will link it below. Oh, wait a minute. I guess we rewind it and now we're going back to, we're back. This is me blending and buffing out, and then I am going to go back in and use that concealer brush. There we go, girl. Blend out that under eye, conceal. Sheila didn't need this step. She doesn't have dark circles, she's so lucky. And then I'm going in with some Cover X powder, which I love. And then I'm using Anastasia contour palette to just go over everything I just did. And now I'm using a blush from Makeup Forever. I will link that below. Next, we're going in with a NARS highlighting stick on the high points of the cheeks. I will link that below as well. And on top of the Cupid's bow to make those lips pop. Some IT Cosmetics foundation underneath the eyes, pressed foundation. And then back in with the Tarte Pro palette just to define that under eye and give her more definition. This really makes the eyes pop, this final step, and it makes it all come together. Now we're curling the lashes, putting on some Ardell Wispies with a tweezer. And now going in with my favorite L'Oreal Color Rich lip liner in Toffee, I believe. She's got some nice lips, lady. Bond Girl Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, one of my favorites. And then we're doing some Tarte gloss over that. I believe it's in the shade Queen Bee. What do you know? What a coincidence. And yeah, we're putting some Lash Paradise on top of the lashes just to blend them, lower lash line, and then we will be setting her beautiful fotch with some setting spray. And this is the final look. She still looks like herself, which is what I love the most. She doesn't look like she's wearing a mask. She looks glam, but she looks like she is a doll and not a drag queen. Just kidding, I love drag queens, but you know what I mean, people. Alright, so yeah, here's the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video and comment down below on anything you would like to see. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.